Hi you guys, welcome back to the channel. I am back with another reading. This reading is brought to you by another subscriber request. First off, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you guys like this video on your way in or on your way out. Like the video to keep me in the algorithm. If you want to see more content on your favorite celebrities, go ahead and subscribe. I'd be happy to have you, okay? So this is brought to you by another subscriber request. This is actually the subscriber wanted me to do a full reading on the entire Zeus network. Okay, so if you guys are familiar with my channel, I think I've done maybe 4 or 5. I've done multiple readings on the Zeus network, the different baddies, cast members, as you guys have asked. So now I'm going to be doing a reading on the entire Zeus network, the entire Zeus franchise. Okay, so let's get right into their reading. For their reading, I am going to be using the Brotherhood of Egyptian Tarot. So this is this deck here. And you guys can find this on Amazon. I like to show you guys the decks that I'm using in case you want to do your own readings or if you want to do your own personal readings. You know, I'm not gatekeeping. You can find it on Amazon. Okay. So that's the deck that I'll be using for the Zeus Network reading. I'm also going to pull from Doreen Virtue's Angel Answers. These are oracle cards. So this will lay the foundation for the reading. And then I will clarify with the Egyptian Tarot. Okay, so let's do that. That's what we'll do. Now, before I start pulling cards and doing all that good stuff, I do want to give a disclaimer. Like I always say, I don't know any of these people personally, nor do they know me. And I'm not affiliated with anyone in the entertainment industry. I don't know anyone at Zeus. They don't know me. So there is no malice behind anything that I say. And everything that I say is for entertainment purposes only. And it is all allegedly, obviously, because I don't know any of these people. So there's no way for me to vet these things out. Okay. However, with that being said, you know, I do enjoy doing celebrity readings and things like that as much as you guys enjoy watching them. Okay. So my intention is for my readings to be as accurate and as precise as possible according to my intuition, my messages. I'm not your traditional tarot reader, so I more so go off my intuition and I kind of use the cards as like almost confirmation of energy that I'm already picking up, if that makes sense. Okay, so yeah, so let's jump right into the reading. So this is going to be a full reading on the Zeus network. All right, ask my spirit guides, my ancestors, to protect me as I channel this message from any distractions, any disturbances. May the messages be accurate, clear, and precise, and relevant. Okay, protect the eyes and ears of those that are watching. May they be entertained, and may they receive the message in love and light. Any evil dark deeds, any evil spell work, any evil eyes, we return it to sender immediately. Thus say I, and so it is. All right, so let's get a oracle card. Spirit, give me an oracle card for Zeus Network. What is the main overall tone of, all right, so opportunity. So we have opportunity. Zeus Network offers a lot of opportunities for people that they hire. Okay. From what I've heard, and I can't vet this out, from what I've heard, Zeus Network pays very well. They pay their talent, their people that they cast on their show. They pay them very well compared to other reality TV platforms like I'm not going to mention the others, but what I'm hearing is that Zeus Network pays very well. They pay their talent very well. Okay. So when it comes to, you know, business, they do good business. They do great business. All right. So the foundation is opportunity. Okay. So they are offering opportunity to people that come in and work with them. Okay. What else for Zeus Network? Let's get 3 cards. Let's get 3 oracle cards. Well, 2 more oracle cards, please. Thank you. All right. So the 2 that flipped over We have ask your angels and look for a sign. Now, when I see look for a sign, I'm getting signing papers. Like, look for the line, like sign on the dotted line is what I'm getting, okay? And then if you look, this also looks like the god Zeus, doesn't it? Doesn't that look like the god Zeus with thunder and lightning and all that? All right. Then we have ask your angels. I don't know why I'm hearing Charlie's Angels. Okay. So I feel like the people that come there, they, you know, financially it's great for them because there are opportunities that Zeus offers to their talent, like I said. Let's see what the... No need to worry and forgiveness. Okay. All right, so the foundation is opportunities. So there's windows of opportunities that Zeus is opening up. Look for a sign. There's something that we could be seeing in the near future when it comes to them. We'll clarify that with the tarot in a minute. And ask your angels. So there's someone asking for something, or they could, Zeus Network could have their business set up where, you know, a closed mouth doesn't get fed. Like, you need to ask for what you want and we just might give it to you. That type of energy. Okay. I don't know why I'm hearing Charlie's Angels. I don't know why, but okay. All right, so clarify opportunity, look for a sign, and ask your angels when it comes to the Zeus Network. Okay, that one jumped out. What is this? The Six of Swords, okay? So we have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords talks about some type of communication here. So I feel like they're probably going to clean up their image, clean up the public perception of Zeus Network. Right now, the Zeus Network is being like, I've heard it being compared to like this Jerry Springer show. They're a type of like a exploitive, underbelly type of network where there's, you know, lots of fighting on their show. The girls are encouraged through, I don't want to say encouraged, I'll say the girls that are on the show are incentivized to fight. And I'm talking about fighting to the point where they are ripping each other's eyes out. Okay. They're ripping each other's hair out. Like, it's all kinds of things going on there. So, but I feel like they're moving away from that. They're moving away from like the negative underbelly way of doing things and moving into calmer waters. Because the Six of Swords talks about moving away from turbulent times into something more peaceful, much calmer, because they've learned from past mistakes. Okay. So the way that the, you know, the executives communicate with the talent will be changed. Okay. What else? Ooh, we have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, there's some backstabbing here. Some deception. People could be coming out publicly and speaking about them. But I don't feel like they're talking about, oh, he doesn't pay me. And when I say he, I'm talking about Lumel Plummer. Lumel Plummer is the CEO, the owner of Zeus Network, okay? So people could be talking bad about him, but they're not saying that he doesn't pay them well. They'll say, you know, Lumel is rude. He talks to the women disparagingly. He treats the women like they're his, like, kind of have like a pimp mentality when it comes to, this is all alleged. This is what other people, other cast members, I've heard them say online on interviews and things like that. So the Ten of Swords coming out does kind of clarify this. It does confirm this, I'll say. It does confirm that allegation, okay? There could be some backstabbing, some deception happening here with the Ten of Swords. And this is what forces them to kind of, okay, we need to revamp because we don't want to get sued, okay? Because when people say, one person starts to sue you and you pay them when they win, then there's a snowball effect and now everybody wants to sue. So I feel like they're trying to get a hold of that before it snowballs. I'm getting heavy Taurus energy here, or someone being sacrificed. Like, let's keep going. I'm not, yeah, we'll keep going. What else for Zeus Network? Okay, so there's an offer here. Yeah, they offer a lot of opportunities to people that are on their show. And I feel like that's why people keep coming back, is because they pay very well. Okay. There could be some love connections happening behind the scenes with Zeus Network. So like cast members getting together. The Ace of Cups talks about something new coming in, but but it offers emotional fulfillment. So I feel like this is the people that are coming on. They, you know, they feel like this is an opportunity of a lifetime. All right. There could be people in his energy that are opportunistic. Okay. Okay. What else for Zeus Network? Yeah, so there's competition here. The women are encouraged to fight each other. This is a card of fighting, competition, yelling, bickering. And I feel like that's why this show is compared a lot to the Jerry Springer show, because it's very, they say that it's not scripted, but the women are incentivized to fight. They are encouraged to do that, you know, to get those views, get the people going, that type of thing. Because people like to tune into crash outs. They do. Like, I necessarily don't, because I've never watched any of the I don't watch baddies or any of that, but I'm aware of Zeus Network. So the Five of Wands speaks to that. It speaks to competition among the cast members and things like that over at Zeus, okay? It also speaks to the Hangman. So the Hangman could talk about somebody feeling uncomfortable, okay? Someone having to be in an uncomfortable or some type of compromising position in order to get to the bag, okay? This could also talk about like backstabbing when it comes to, there is some type of shady business when it comes to his contracts and the contracts that Zeus makes the talent sign. It puts the talent in an uncomfortable, compromising situation where they're having to compete. And this may not have been disclosed to them in the beginning, but once the contract is signed and the cameras are rolling, you know, it's like, okay, let's go. All right, let's start fighting. You fight this. It's like arranged fighting, arranged chaos. I don't know why I'm getting like someone is being sacrificed. And I don't mean sacrifice like someone is being like, I'm not talking about the sacrifice like in the like someone's being K-I-L-L-E-D. I'm not talking about that. But there's something being sacrificed. Almost like you have to almost sacrifice your integrity in order to get this opportunity. You have to be conniving, because the Hangman is clarifying the 10 of Swords. So it's like you have to be conniving. You have to be okay with backstabbing people in order to make it in this network. Okay, what else? What else for the Zeus Network? Show me the Zeus Network. The 7 of Cups. Okay, the women could be encouraged to drink, or they're provided, well, like when they're on set or when they're filming, there's a lot of alcohol involved, okay? A lot of alcohol involved, which messes with your discernment, okay? So it's like they get the cast members to drink. And then it's, you know, once you get a little drunk, get a little loose, and, you know, your discernment is a little bit off. So you may do things that you wouldn't normally do if you were in your right mind and, excuse me, 100% sober. You know what I mean? The Seven of Cups talks about having to make choices, having options. Okay, but the options require so many options that you have to use your discernment so that you don't pick something that's not good for you or that's not in your highest good. Okay, so this is a card of discernment. Yes, Zeus Network offers opportunities. They do, right? We have the Ace of Cups here. That's the opportunity, and it's being clarified here with the Oracle. Okay, the opportunity. Do they offer opportunities for you to make money? Yes. Do you have to compete and compromise yourself? Yes, you do. Will there be drinking involved, possible alcohol and all that? Yes. And I feel like it's almost, and I don't want to say this is intentionally, but this is the energy that's surrounding them. It's like, we're going to give you what you want. Okay, you like to smoke marijuana? We're going to give you that. Okay, you like this weed? We're going to give you that. You like liquor, or you like Don Julio, or you like to turn up? We're going to make sure we got all the turn up stuff so that we can be behind the lens. The producers can film all the chaos that's happening while everyone is inebriated. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. It does make you, like, in order to be in the Zeus network, you kind of have to compromise a little bit of your integrity. They do play on people's discernment. Zeus Network is very tricky because it's like the opportunity to make money is definitely there. And the money that they're paying is life-changing for a lot of these people that are on the show, you know. But I do feel like, you know, they have to be very careful. It's like a thin line between selling your soul and making money with integrity with Zeus Network. And I feel like that's part of the reason why they're trying to clean up their image and get away from that negative image of them being like, you know, an exploitive show. Look at that, the 10 of Wands. Yeah. This is a lot of heavy burdens. It's very heavy burdens here. And they're trying to clean it up, but it's not easy, you know? Because when you think about the Jerry Springer show, and a lot of people compare it, even me, I compare, you know, the Zeus Network, the, you know, Baddies franchise and all that. I compare that to like the Jerry Springer show. It's like people are coming on there, they are doing things, disparaging themselves, embarrassing themselves, but they're doing it for a paycheck. You know, Jerry Springer didn't really pay those people well. He just kind of paid for them to fly out there and act a fool. But, you know, with Lemmy, Lumel Plummer, which is the CEO of Zeus, he pays them well. He gives them the opportunity. Okay, he almost acts like their guardian angel, like, oh, okay, what you need? Oh, you know, I'm from this part of the hood. I just want to change my life and change my family's life. I want to buy a house. He's like, I got you. I'm gonna give you that $1 million contract. I'm gonna give you that 300,000, you know, sign-in bonus, or you know, sign-up bonus or whatever. However, are you ready to do what it takes to earn this money? You know what I'm saying? And that could involve having to compromise your integrity. Okay? So the 10 of Wands talks about heavy burdens. Okay? Too many things happening at once. Someone carrying the load. Yeah. The 8 of Wands. I'm telling you, too many things happening at once. I literally said it and it came out. Lots of things happening at once here. So they are going to be filming a lot more different shows. They're signing new talent on. What else for Zeus Network? The Tower card, you guys. So there is some type of, so the divine steps in. And I kind of felt that that would happen because there's a lot of, you know, you have the 10 of Swords, the 5 of Wands, the 10 of, it's like a lot of competition, backstabbing, negative talk. So people are calling each other crazy names. They're talking to each other crazy. There could be drinking, lots of drinking on set, okay? I'm seeing grapes here, so I'm getting wine. Like, people are just doing a lot on set. And because so many things are happening that are, one could say, immoral, okay, or compromising, that the divine steps in. So the Tower card is divine destruction. This is, you can't, it's unavoidable. It's unavoidable destruction that happens, but it's supposed to happen. It's meant to happen in order for you to rebuild. So they're going to have to restructure the Zeus network, restructure the whole network. You know, what kind of shows they produce, like everything about production is being forced to change here. And this is not the first time that I've done a reading on Zeus. Well, this is my first time doing a reading on the entire Zeus network as a whole, but I've done separate readings on like Lumel and different Baddies cast members. And this is not the first time that they've gotten the Tower card. Okay. So there is, the divine, or the hand of God, one can say, is stepping in to destroy Zeus network as we know it in order for them to rebuild. So let's see what happens after the destruction. What happens after this Tower moment? Show me what happens after this Tower moment. What is being built in its place? Show me what happens after this Tower moment. What is being built in its place when it comes to the Zeus network? Yeah, I'm hearing people have to step down. Okay, so the next card that came out is the High Priestess. Yeah, this is completely being restructured here. The High Priestess holds in a lot of secrets. This could even represent Natalie Nunn's energy. She knows a lot about the inner workings of Zeus network. And if anyone can take down the Zeus network, it would be Natalie Nunn. It would be her. Okay, I feel like the High Priestess here, this woman here, is her. That's Natalie Nunn's energy. So she may. So after this Tower moment, after everything is destroyed, right? So this could literally, and we're talking literally being destroyed, meaning the Zeus network is taken down completely. But then there is a rebuilding that happens here, right? And it's almost like the CEOs and all of that, maybe they have to step down and then Natalie comes in its place, or she picks up the torch, right? The High Priestess also holds in a lot of secrets, so she could know a lot of, you know, secrets about Zeus network or about the CEO and things like that. What else? What else happens after this Tower moment? Yeah. It could represent Natalie Nunn, and it could also represent Lumel Plummer's wife or his fiance. I forget what her name is, but it could represent her as well. Okay. So she may now have to take a more leading role. There's a woman that comes in and takes in a more of a leadership position. Yeah. Yeah, things are completely changed. Just like they're starting from scratch. Okay. So they go down to the Page of Wands. So this is new. This is someone that is young, new, fresh ideas, new endeavors. All right, what else comes after this destruction? Yeah, they're completely starting from scratch, rebuilding, rebranding. With the Two of Wands, yeah. Completely starting over. Partnering up with others to rebuild the brand. What else for the Zeus Network? Signing new contracts. Yeah, they're completely starting from scratch. So we have the page or the Jack of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles. So this is completely starting over, starting from scratch, rebuilding, rebranding. There could be a loss of money, a lot of money being lost here because they're having to completely start over. Okay, reviewing contracts, documents being reviewed. Something is being looked into here. Yeah, and there's a decision that is made with the Lovers. So the Lovers card, it could talk about romantic relationships, you know, love and all of that. But this card talks about, in this reading, I'm getting that it is about a decision. There's a decision that needs to be made here. Okay, could be a decision on how they're going to rebrand, who they're going to partner up with, and how to make the Zeus Network more balanced, more fair. All right, we'll see. What's the bottom card? Yeah, but it's like, it's in, okay, so they go from the Page of Cups to the King of Cups. So someone learns a valuable lesson here and they're moving forward with integrity. Okay. Someone is growing. All right, let me get 2 more cards and I'm going to close out the reading. Can I get 2 more cards to close out the reading for the Zeus Network? Any last messages? Close out their reading. The 3 of Pentacles. So this is them partnering up with other people, rebuilding, rebranding, putting their money together with others, other investors. Okay. So they're partnering up with others. One more. I'm actually not going to end their reading here. I do want to pull some, yeah. But I don't know. Something just isn't right. We have the 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords is like, there's competing ideologies here. The 5 of Swords is someone cutting their losses, walking away from something that no longer serves them, cutting their losses and completely moving forward in a different direction. So I do feel like there could be a rebranding that happens. But it takes a tower moment to happen. So it's not like, you know, they suddenly wake up and they're like, you know what? We don't want to do ratchet TV, underbelly type of TV anymore. It's like something forces their hand to rebrand and restructure, or they could be at risk of losing everything. So there's a choice that needs to be made. They have to partner up with people, but someone does cut their losses here. Okay, there are people that walk away from the Zeus Network entirely. All right. I did say I was going to end it there, but I'm not. I'm going to pull just some, where is money coming from, okay, for the Zeus Network, just to kind of see where they're looking, you know, what they're, what the energy is looking like financially for the Zeus Network. Just to kind of make it a more well-rounded reading. Let's tap into where is money coming from for the Zeus Network. Show me their finances in the near future and things like that. 1 to 3 cards, please, Spirit. 1 to 3 cards only. Okay, so we have a student. Someone is completely learning something new, rebuilding, restructuring. What else? They have a lot of young people on their show, so they may go, they may do, they may switch up their content to maybe like, you know how Kai Cenat has Streamer University or stream like a university streaming thing, whatever. So Zeus Network may want to do things like that. Maybe they get college kids to like a reality TV based off of like the college life and campus life, things like that. That would be a great way to And if they take this idea, make sure y'all give me my 20%. Thank you. Okay, I know I'm a smaller channel, but I know y'all be watching. Maybe y'all got this idea from me. So they may want to do something like what Kai Sanat is doing with Streamer University, where they are tapping into, you know, college students going on campus, maybe structuring a reality TV around dorm life, campus life, people that are in school and things like that. That would be a great way to clean up the brand. Y'all, if they use this, you know they got it from me. Okay? Give me my 20%, Zeus Network. Okay? Let's talk business. Okay? All right, what else for the Zeus Network? Shoot, give me my 20%. Don't be taking my ideas because I'm a small channel. Well, I'm small now. Yeah, so we have helper. Okay? So it says, think before you offer help. Set healthy time boundaries. Okay, make sure your goals are yours and not someone else's. Somebody's stealing ideas. Don't be stealing my ideas, Zeus Network. Okay? But I think that would be great for them to do like a reality TV show, kind of like how MTV used to have a show like that. Did it feature college kids though? They were like that age, like 18 to 22. But I don't necessarily think it was college kids. But I do feel like they could do something like that, you know? Where they structure a reality TV show based off of campus life and things like that, right? I just heard Married to Medicine, so they may do something like that, like a Married to Medicine type of show, because these women are, you know, they look like they work in the hospital setting or something like that. Okay, one more. One more for Zeus Network. And that will officially close out the reading. Can I get one more card for Zeus Network to close out their reading? Thank you. Ooh, setbacks. Maybe too late for this to work. So we have setbacks here. Someone is dealing with some type of financial setback. Yeah, and I do feel like this is clarifying the Tower card. Taking one step forward to make two steps back. Setbacks are telling you that you're not ready to enter the next phase. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Yeah. They may not want to rebrand and restructure. They may want to keep things as it is. But this Tower moment comes in to destroy it anyway. You know, it's like, okay, we don't want to force your hand. You either clean this up or we're taking it down. And I feel like it's taken down. They do face some type of financial loss here. All right. I feel like these are the CEOs, producers. There's some type of setbacks where people are in despair. There's a loss of money, loss of resources. Okay. Look at that. On the bottom, we have no denial. Yeah. I feel like they've been putting this off for a while. They needed to, because I'm telling you, Zeus Network, the way that the shows are structured, it is a recipe for disaster, is what I'll say. It is a recipe for disaster. But let them tell it. Listen, look at that. There was a card that was flipped over, so I'm going to show you. This is how the card was. It was flipped over like this. See this? So what card was flipped over? It was the 9 of Wands. Okay, so this is someone that has been through a lot. So I feel like the show itself, they are going to go through some hard times. They're going to go through a lot of financial setbacks. Okay, may even go through lawsuits and things like that. But I do feel like they learn from this, okay? And they do come out victorious, all right? The 9 of Wands does talk about, you know, someone dealing with a lot, someone going through a battle, but being victorious. They're still standing strong, okay? Still standing strong. So we will see. We'll see, you guys, but they're getting a big no from the universe. And they're being cautioned. They're being warned here. There could even be some type of, how do I say this without, someone could get hurt. Someone could get hurt on the show, or even someone could get hurt. Someone could get hurt on the show where it's fatal. Okay, someone could get fatally hurt, and that may be the catalyst of the tower, is that someone gets fatally hurt on the show and now they are forced to rebrand and restructure. But I feel like the part of it is already too late. The setback is already happening. So it could be that. But again, we'll see. So that was the reading for Zeus Network. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Make sure you like this video, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this on your favorite celebrities. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, y'all. Peace.